The book of Psalms, verse 28. You, Lord, keep my lamp burning. My God turns my darkness into light. Hi, everybody. This is Phil from The Eternal Balance. So, I guess I can talk about some stuff here. I have some concepts and ideas that I want to work on. Okay. So again, I'm just going to keep this casual. I'm just gonna have fun. We're gonna make a video. We're not gonna worry too much about all the little details, right? I guess for one thing is I slowly have been working on. I'm gonna set up a new Reddit. So it's basically just the Eternal Balance. I think it's the Eternal Balance RPG. It's probably just gonna be pretty cut and dry. It's just copy paste from my Discord or my YouTube. I might just share the videos on here or put some stuff out. I don't know what that'll do, but it could be useful. It's like you gotta network a little bit, right? Is that I want to talk about. So I'm thinking about maybe doing a solo run RPG on here, where maybe I go through and I do like a mini campaign or like a campaign, and I just might use the AI and I play through a campaign or something, and I can also just talk about stuff or whatever too. So I've been thinking about it because this channel is supposed to be like focused on RPG stuff. It could be wise to, build a little like campaign that people could watch. Right? Obviously with worship I glorify God. So I'm gonna glorify God with it, but we're gonna have some fun. I'm not gonna stress about it too much. I might have to do some. It's like I'm gonna have to do a little bit some like author world building with it, and also working on the character. I might. I don't know what I'm gonna do or how I'm gonna go about it. At some point, I want to get more players, and I want to do a campaign. It's just difficult for me to record that too, and put it up. These are just pictures I've had from the past. I don't know if I have any pictures on these. But we'll see what I do. I might have to work on building some stuff. I could play through some content. And I could also keep the stuff that I play as being kind of canon in the lore. And again, I don't know how much I'm going to record or not record, or what I'll put up or not, but again, this channel is kind of chill. I'm not gonna stress about too much. Okay, it's okay. I can't guarantee what results it'll get, but we'll see what happens. Some of the channel, it's slowly starting to get value. I got another subscriber. Some of these videos, got a like. Some of them, it's not doing bad, right? It's gaining some traction, and I think if I make more videos, it'll start gaining more support. It's difficult for me to always know what direction to go and what to do. I don't always have a ton of good feedback, but I'll just do the best I can do, right? All right. So again, I've been working on some other stuff. So I've been working on some things. So for example, I want to be able to talk about some more sports. I know I have it on my main channel. So I built this little maybe a little game. I could a sports style game that I could be played in the world. Or it's very difficult to narrate this stuff. It's difficult to talk about it, but it still could be a cool addition to the world. I had this little trading card game, right? It's hard to play the game. It's easier to play sports and to watch sports over actual video itself. But it's hard, over the phone or over this kind of stuff. So just a card game is great if you have a table in a nice little comfortable area, and you're on one side and your opponent's on the other, and you both play the trading card game back and forth. Or even if you have one person stand in front of the table and they can watch you play it, that can be great. And the same thing with sports. I play pickleball. I also do I do a little bit of some golf, and I also do I practice some solo basketball. So it's like, again, like if you can play the game one on each side and maybe someone can watch you, that could be great. Really hard to do in like this kind of thing. But it could be really nice for the background. Like trading cards can be available in the game. You can get them from quests and stuff. And even some different sports related stuff. It could be a cool activity people could be playing in the town. It could be a way for people to talk about stuff. Again, I do want to put Christian themes in the world too. I don't want to be hyper like anal about religion in the world. There is a lot of Christian stuff, but it's okay in my opinion if I don't focus on it heavily. It's part of the world, so sometimes it just kind of accidentally comes up. Sometimes the characters just go to a church, and there is a church available because it's set within like Christianity. So and I think these things, again, like these things are really interesting. And also, I'm okay with certain things being a certain way. Like, I could just have like a picture, and I could read off, a special event might come about, kind of like a little picture book. I'm fine with stuff like that too. I don't think it has to always be like top of the line. Like, it's okay, right? I think it's fine. I'm gonna have to work on some playlists. I don't know. Okay, also, if you ever watch this video, let me know what you think about some of these thumbnails. I'm trying different stuff out. So, I'm trying to put the Eternal Balance as a little sticker on it. Some of these are pictures I've had. I don't know, like, it's like this one says why you should solo RPG play. So, it's probably the intriguing thumbnail and title, which also is a good thing, right? Because people want that kind of stuff. So, I'm going to have to work on different ideas. I don't know what people like or don't like. Like, these character highlights aren't popular. But a lot of people don't know the characters either. But so it's a hard balance. But I would like to, and I gotta make content that's kind of easy and simple sometimes too. Like, I don't want to stress about it too much. So these are just some ideas. Also, I would be fine with maybe potentially, like, I might build some more characters, and I might play some more. I might try playing some different characters in the world too. I can mess around with some different classes. I can come up with some different ideas. Just again, like I think that this season I'm gonna have the attitude of low stress and just more of a casual attitude. Like, just, it's okay, right? So, what else can I talk about here? Okay, so some other ideas are, I also can work on some other content that I've been working and developing. So, like, I have some new races for some characters. Oh, it's like I have the dwarves, I have the elves, there's humans. I can still work on some more stuff. I got some villains, like a main story to work on. Oh yeah, like I have these little scriptures I put up. I use the AI to help me generate some concept artwork. So, you never know. And then some other ideas for some videos could be, so I could also work on making some adventures. They could be pre-written. And I don't want to anally focus on like pre-written too much to the point where it's like the idea of being too linear. But here's one of the other things about some kind of linear and some kind of a structure is if you make a bunch of these and then, like, let's say I take a break. Let's say I work on a pre-written adventure, right? And then, like, I get all kind of fleshed out. It doesn't have to be perfectly linear, but it has pretty strong structure to it that's kind of the same. And I say I take 2 or 3 weeks off. I cool off from it. Maybe at some point I can go back and edit and look at it. Let's say I make like 10 of these different adventures. It's really hard to remember what I actually said or did for it. Like, especially if you're working on and you're busy in life and stuff. If I have 10 pre-written adventures, it could be 2 or 3 months. It could be 6 months, a year from now. who knows how long, or if I find some other stuff out there, and like I feed it to an AI to be my game master, it'll try to do it to the best of its capabilities. What I think would happen is like I would not be able to remember and play it perfectly. Also, if I put some kind of a randomizer effects in the world and the different outcomes, like if I have the outcomes not be absolute, it'll make it so there's a level of randomness to it that I think would it adds a level of flavor and adds a level of fun. Oh yeah, I guess also another thing is I want to focus, although I might have to make another video on this specifically, but I'll have my science fiction world. I think I'm just going to shelve it, and I'm just going to focus on the medieval world. And I think I'm going to let some of these other worlds I was building, I'm just going to let them die out. And I shelve them for a while, and I think I'm just going to focus on this one right now. So, because it's just, I think juggling multiple stuff is way too much. But I guess in the comment section below, let me know what your thoughts are on any of this stuff. And how much do you want to see me do a solo play? And I got a bunch of ideas. But it's going to, I think this channel is going to take time. But eventually the world's going to start getting more fleshed out. I think people are going to be happier and build up an audience more. And eventually, I have like a couple of players. I think because I'm not fully committed to my idea, to this world 100% always. I mean, I do have commitment to it, right? But I'm not like, sometimes maybe I'm not all in as much as I could be. And I don't show my level of seriousness sometimes. Therefore, other players, they get kind of like skittish. And they're like, do I really want to go through and do this too much? So, and I need to be more committed. Then I think other people will be more interested in it too. And I need to be a little more clear on some of this stuff. Which is, I feel like it's going to take time, right? So, yeah, I guess I just wanted to say, so these are some ideas going forward in the future. I am interested in doing some more solo play. The problem also is, so again, here's some other questions that I have though. Like, again, like how professional do I really make them? Do I just put them out there, not stress about it, not worry about editing too much? Just make some solo play for an RPG world. Just glorify God. Just try to connect with my audience a little bit. And just work on some stuff for my own personal interest and benefit. And just dedicate it to God and other people can enjoy it. I think that's probably a pretty healthy attitude. And if people click on it, they click on it. And if it just goes into oblivion, that doesn't really matter that much. Like I don't want to do too many projects. And like, so for example, if I do this campaign, I don't want to just like do like 7 videos in a world and just leave it hanging for like 6 months and then never do anything with it ever again. So if I feel like I'm going to take a break or I'm too stressed, I probably should try to put some kind of like a stopping point of like the audience or whatever. So, and like the other thing about the RPG world, since I'm using an AI, right, to help me a little bit, it's not always so set in stone. Like some stories and writing is very like clear cut, and you can like, but like my world is kind of open-ended a little bit. So it's hard to always know what all the outcomes are going to be and like the consequences and stuff. Even tracking it might be difficult for me. So we'll see what happens though, right? Okay, so I'm trying to keep my videos about 20 minutes. I think at some point my channel is going to fully open up again. Or it's going to open up the first time. I had my main channel, but I think 20 minutes is fine. I don't know if I'm making videos every day or anything, but we'll see what happens. And like doing a little RPG world is pretty casual. And I might just make videos on all these different types of topics. And and I just want to glorify God. I want to, and supporting the content for the channel would be good. It could make some money too. So, again, like, so when I'm playing through like solo RPG, I think like I'm just not going to stress about it too much. I might just give commentary. I might talk about stuff, and I'll just play. It's probably going to be a lot of meta. I should try to make, again, I should try to make the choices as the character. So, we'll see what happens with a lot of this stuff. Okay, so, and I have to figure out how I'm happy or unhappy with some of these things. Like, different choices. So, like, I'm trying to, like, I want the AI to do these dice rolls. I know it's nice if I could do stuff myself, but I have to also be honest. This isn't, like, super conventional. You know, I'm not sitting at a table with, like, a Game Master screen and dice and players. So I'm okay with, like, different things can happen. Like, it can roll a dice for me. It's not that big of a deal. It's going to be objective. It's not going to cheat. If it gives me a bad roll, it gives me a bad roll. If it gives me a good roll, it gives me a good roll. And also, I just have to accept the consequences of my actions and the outcomes. And, like, that'll make it a little more natural. So, and again, like, we'll see what happens. I'm just going to be casual, give myself some grace. I'll just dedicate it to God. Also, it kind of proves that as a Christian, you can play an RPG, and you can be a Christian in your RPG. You're also going to have some fun. So this is continuing on with this little story. This story, to be honest, I feel like it's probably going to be more of like a tutorial. Not tutorial necessarily. It's going to be like a little quest that I can do to just kind of get some experience at it and just try some stuff out. So it's not that big of a deal. But this is the continuation from it. Okay, so the questions are, like, also, again, my world is kind of beta. It's in beta. It's technically playable, but it needs to get fleshed out a bit more. Okay, so the choices are, 'cause I'm trying to help this lady. Like, how much time do I spend doing petty side stuff versus doing, important things too? Okay. So yeah, I brought Celine, I have Raven, and I brought Draven, my player character's character. We'll see what happens. I don't know how the AI will run him, but I guess some other ideas. I could put some pictures out there, and I could narrate some of the outcomes and the choices of the story. It could be very short. I could make some recaps and stuff too. But we'll see what happens, right? This is a little makeshift. Okay, so what choices can I or should I make? So scout the trail, push through, investigate. Okay. I gotta figure out how to tell the AI what I like or what I don't like. Well, it is really hard under a time limit. Investigate. I look to, I don't want, if it doesn't spell it right, I look to Raven for advice. So we'll see what happens. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, right? I don't always know what I'm doing. Out of game, I don't know what I'm doing in game always. So getting help isn't bad. Raven kneels and brushes. Also, the question is, how much do I read of all this stuff? I'm gonna have to make another video here. I don't have time though. Okay. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. God is good.